Granted, I'm not a Pike expert, and I know that the preferred rune for him has changed significantly over the years, but to my understanding, this is a champion that loves Aftershock. Hail of Blades is nice for a little bit of extra damage, but really you're there to set up this Draven, right? So I would have liked to see the Aftershock so we can play more aggressive without punishment, tank out some of that damage on the opposite side.
And it looks like with all 5 players going in from the side of TTV, they might be going for a little bit of a invade again.
Yeah,
Pike stepping up has to be careful.
They got it in game 1, right? So they're feeling confident here. They know this can work. They have some great early game CC. And here we go. The Gragas might body slam flash here, but that would be quite aggressive. We'll see if they decide to.
I think Pike might know that they're there. That little flash of the mastery into the back may have shown them that they're there. The Diana Q just letting them know that they know as well. Bit of some mind games early. And now Azir going forward into the top jungle just towards some standard stuff all around. I liked the grouping up from TTV, but it's just going to go back to a standard clear now.
Yeah, and both teams being smart in the early game, ASX, they're responding. Okay, you're stacked up there. We know we can get a free ward here in the top side. And similarly, TTV immediately responding after their invade and spotted out the ward. So they know it's there and can potentially path around it. Granted, it did spot that the Gragas is on the red buff here initially. So I'm hoping that this Nidalee, being a snowball pick, can capitalize on that information and make something happen in the early game.
Yeah, that is going to be the goal here. I guess just another quick peek at the items. It looks like we're going for 3 pots in both of the jungles. Neither champion needing this extra sustain from the potions as they have it built into their kick. Pike with an early attempted Q there, just narrowly missing. And I hope that's a bit of a vision of things to come for him in terms of the aggression.
Yeah, I want to see him making plays here in the bottom lane. The hooks are going wide, but at least he's throwing them out. Caitlyn Lulu doing about what you would expect, which is just trying to push in the minions. If Draven has to auto-attack the minions, he can't be auto-attacking them and putting out heavy damage. So I like that play. Similarly, here in the middle lane, Diana trading very aggressively onto Azir. You love to see that. Try to force out his teleport early so he is in a little bit of a pressured state on the map.
And finally able to grab a hook is the Pike and going in. Flashing over with the E and now the Ignite, but that's not going to be enough as he goes down, just stepping up a little bit too aggressively. Draven didn't have the HP to back him up. A nice attempt there, but ending in an 0 for 1 for Pike.
Just so overforced, right? The trap was in a perfect position to deny him without the flash. Similarly, there was traps to slow down.
The flash ignite into the Q and a heal having to come out from Draven there. That was very close. And now the E up in the top lane, able to get all that damage off. Conquer stack coming through for Gwen. Gwen pretty low here.
Yeah, and she doesn't get the snip on the trade back, stacking up the auto attacks. You can get a lot of procs on those scissors there, deal a ton of damage on the return, but it just doesn't come through. So now the top lane here is in a significantly disadvantaged position. The bottom lane, very pushed in. They don't want to leave because there's so much gold. And
now Greg is looking for the dive, and look how low Draven is with no mana on him whatsoever. I don't see him getting out of this. A nice stun onto Gragas, but just gets deleted by the Caitlyn auto attack. And now the question is, do they re-engage here on Pike?
I think it's definitely possible. You can just play this slow and get another kill here. Yeah, the Pike is slippery, but he has no flash, and they're capitalizing.
Oh, and look at that. All the damage coming through. Great chain CC'd from the Gragas knock up into the Lulu polymorph, and eventually that's going to be one dead Pike under turret. TTV really running away with this thing early, up 3 kills 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and this is the absolute nightmare scenario if you are the Draven. Not only did you get killed in the early game here, both you and your support twice, but now you've lost a huge amount of farm in the bottom lane. Maybe that is a rage quit, who knows? But really, this Draven is significantly farther behind than the scoreboard indicates because he's not just missing out on the gold from those minions, he's missing out on a huge amount of experience, which results in more gold than just the individual minions would alone.
Yeah, for sure. And Draven reconnected now. We are all back in the game. Nidalee just narrowly missing a spear there as they do a whole lot of damage onto the Urgot. And we're going to do a quick time check. Right now I'm 435, 436, 437. And we can know whether or not we need to pause or fast forward at all. Where it looks like I am at least 1 second ahead. I'm going to go ahead and 3, 2, 1, pause, 1, play. Now I'm at 48, 49, 50. You can let me know if we're all good now. Another spear heading in top. Urgot is just a menace to society in terms of dodging, and Draven quite the opposite. And now the spear landing, going for the tower dive into the hook, and a good job by Nidalee to be able to tank the turret while Gwen is able to pick up the kill. A good transfer of the turret aggro. Now going into the mid lane is Diana all over this Azir as he is ignited and has to flash away. Ends up going down. A nice kill for the side of TTV from FaZe Zookeeper. I believe Draven is still away from the game, has not reconnected yet.
Yeah, it looks like there was a disconnect, reconnect, another disconnect now, and reconnecting once more. So I'm not sure what's going on. He appears to be playing on the map, running up in the bottom lane here. So we'll hope that everything is right and sorted and that they didn't need another pause. But that was a really clean tower dive in the top side of the map. And that's what I like to see out of Astral 6. You need to still make plays on the map no matter how far you're falling behind. So good on them to pick up a kill there. They played it very clean. This Draven appears to be disconnected.
Oh, that is just too unfortunate. Right as the Pyke lands a hook, potentially looking for an engage there, but having to back off as well. This is a tough scene from Astral 6 here. They needed every little thing that they could get, especially after that tower dive, and unfortunately, things just not going their way so far.
Yeah, and in the mid lane here, I'm seeing that Azir still has teleport. So that means he is even in CS despite still having the teleport. He didn't have to burn it, still staying in the game. So I do like to see that actually. The Diana has already used her ignite. So maybe he can push his advantage, get a wave back as an advantage over the Diana. Doesn't make up for the full kill, but it's something in this sort of situation where you're 2,000 gold down before the game has even hit 10 minutes.
Yeah, really tough too. And now Pyke rotating down towards the bottom. I thought he might have spent some time up near the mid lane just because he didn't have a partner in the bot, but Draven finally reconnected, is heading back towards that bottom lane, and he is going to be so underleveled. Oh, there he goes again. And yeah, this is just a very tough game for Astral 6 right now.
Yeah, I mean, Pyke is getting solo experience. He's going to hit level 6 and maybe can roam, but I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm surprised we haven't seen another pause out of the side of Astral 6 or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it would be allowed in the tournament rules, so kind of surprised here to see that as a result. But meanwhile, their laners continue to just play it out, and I hope Nidalee is able to do something on the top side of the map as bottom is just long gone.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes and 30 seconds in here. We might see a turret fall soon enough. And now the all-in from Azir able to ult him under turret. And now the follow-up from Nidalee as she's going to try to go in, missing a spear there. And a nice ultimate from Diana, able to grab the Azir before he teleports out. It doesn't matter if you throw me under turret, if I can just turn around and kill you. And then Diana landing another Q before walking away. A great job by FaZe Zookeeper there. Now heading towards the top lane, you see Urgot going quite in, a little bit flash forward by Diana, and a nice dodge from the spear as well. Look at the mechanics from FaZe Zookeeper. Lily Ryan just popping you up for good luck there. A nice flash away from the spear of Pyke as this mid lane is getting decimated by TTV.
Yeah, I do not like that teleport out of Azir. Maybe a fat finger. Maybe he thought it was ignite. Who knows? But what it means is he dies and no one is able to trade the kill across. Things are falling apart here. Now, oh no, Pyke, oh no, he's not long for this world. But maybe a return kill here in the top lane as Gwen pushes the Urgot out. He is forced to recall.
Yeah, and not too much to comment on here as this game is pretty much over, I believe. And looks like we just got paused out a little bit. And I believe this might be an Alt F4 game. We're going to do a little bit of a time check here. I'm at 8:40, 47, 8:48, 8:49, and 8:50.
That is
so.
Yeah, that's lining up with me, and I don't know. Is this the Tyler 1 special? Is this what the kids are doing these days? Following in the steps of their great forefather here? I would not like to see that, but I guess it is Draven on the map, so everything's lines up with the narrative. Azir here probably wondering what's happening to his team. Gwen even more so. Hey guys, I have a kill in the top lane. I'm going to carry this one. Only to see that your bot lane tower is done before 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. The only word I can use to describe this one is tough. But as we continue to play out the game, we'll be sure to cast us to the best of our abilities. And hey, if there's some hype moments, we for sure don't mind the clips. Now going all in on Urgot here as Gwen, Pike, and Nidalee all the way at the top lane, flashing out of the way as Urgot as he's continuing to get tower dove here. Gwen doing a lot of damage. Pike unfortunately missing the ult and looking towards mid lane as Azir able to get 2 players into tower, but it doesn't matter. He's pretty low. Going down as well as he is out of the game, and the Urgot tower dive not being successful. But look at them, they're all low. And now Lily smells some kills here, getting hooked in by Pike. A good mechanical play by Pike, and now look how low Lily Ryan is, and Gwen somehow still alive here. The ult just narrowly missing, and Pike re-engaging. Don't know about that one, sir, as now Diana all over him, able to grab the kill. Nidalee is just in here for fun as she's dancing around. That Cougar is slayed, and that's going to be 2 more kills on the board for TTV.
Those big cats are getting rarer and rarer, getting closer and closer to the precipice of extinction. The same thing that's going extinct here is the towers of ASX as their bot lane of TTV is rotate into mid, chipping down this, about to get the 3rd turret play, and maybe we'll even collect some more. It was a good start, but then there was just mechanical misplays, right? The Pike ultimate misses under the tower. They don't get to execute. Urgot tanks it up. He's able to live scot-free.
And now Lulu 1v1ing the Azir in mid lane. Don't think I'd ever be saying those words, and it's actually pretty close as the Lulu ults up, has to flash away from the Pike, and it secures the solo kill on Azir. What a weird sentence.
Yeah, I don't think traditional analysis is going to help out on this one, unfortunately. Some nice exhaust usage out of the Lulu there, baiting the Azir in, thanks to holding the ultimate until the end. But Gwen now looking for some blood.
Yeah, and going in is Diana on 2 players. She might even just be able to 2v1 here. Gwen trying to harass this big boy with his bunch of beer. The seamstress is indeed sober and does not like the alcoholism coming out from that big fat boy, and trying to engage on him is not going to go over too well as you are down a level just from him, not to mention the rest of the team. Now Lulu coming in trying to 1vx once more.
Yeah, and well, I mean, if you won the last one, can you blame them? Just go for some more big-time plays, If your support is able to pick up solo kills, then you're in a pretty good spot for the game, as it turns out. I mean, look at this. The Nidalee was even on a ward, clearing the Raptors. It is dire straits as the Pike hook goes wide.
And now a nice flash into ultimate from Azir. Sorry, Lulu, you're gone today. Some fancy executions as Diana setting up for a double kill here, able to grab one. Gwen just trying to run away as Diana re-engaging. FaZe Zookeeper is up 5-0-2. That spear's not going to do much when you're down by 3 levels. Urgot having a nice, calm farming situation up in the top lane. Why engage with the rest of the people mid when you can just meditate top a little bit, grab a tower, sip your coffee? It's all up to you, Urgot.
Yeah, I mean, this is solo queue top lane in a nutshell. While the absolute bloodbath happens on the other side of the map, all members going crazy, missing ping every time someone doesn't land a skill shot. Urgot's just vibing. He's using a machine gun on the tower. It's heavy duty work. He almost had to press 4 buttons there.
Oh, that would have been a shame, eh? And wow, I think this is the mechanical play of the century here as Urgot is just spamming his movement keys around. Look at him absolutely go, getting cut up by Gwen, and that crab is just going crazy right now. She's going to get taken low and ulted in, suppressed. See ya later. Lulu continuing to 1v2 in the mid lane. Caitlyn picking up that kill as well. A mechanical god in the form of Caitlyn as she picks up a kill with a right click, and now re-engaging towards the mid lane as the rest of TTV. That Draven, although he was in the game for a second, is no longer. Gregus says, sorry, Pike, you're not allowed to play in my game. Go back to base, please, and forces him all the way out. And now Nidalee just tickling this crab in the top lane as we see a theory of evolution play out. And that is indeed why big cats are going extinct. Like you just said, the Tiger King picked you up, threw you down, didn't even need to ult you, and now we got 17 kills to 2 for TTV.
Yeah, and the power of the cyborg, it's a scary sight to behold, isn't it? I mean, this is the route that technology is taking us, that or drone strikes, one of the two. Either way, it's proving to be effective here, as nothing is really going the way of Astral 6. And to be fair, I don't think that they really mind too much. Draven is doing his best Tyler 1 impression. Pike is all chatting when he lives, despite being 0-5, and he's missing every hook on the map, but at least he landed the stun.
And now Diana going in, just ignoring the ultimate, able to land the Q onto Pike, canceling the ult from Azir, and now re-engaging on Gwen as he tries to cut up this seamstress. The headshot coming in from Caitlyn might do enough damage, and Diana still not down here with the triple kill, getting ulted by Lulu. Going for the quadra indeed. This Moon Boy is out of this world.
And finally, when Astral 6 decide, you know what, let's do it, guys. We're going all in. We can't let this Diana have no deaths. They try their hardest, and it still doesn't work. They stack up the CC, they land the Nidalee Spear, and it all goes so wrong.
And now going for a few more kills. Azir into the Pike stun. Ignited is Lulu. That baby is on fire, but the re-engage by Gragas and showing how much he can do while drunk. You wouldn't want to see this guy sober. Now Pike going down as well. The seamstress just trying to cut a hole in this defense, and indeed she does. Best girl Tosaka heading up, showing everybody why she's the best girl. Nice spear landed by Nidalee. Now running up. I feel like I'm at Croc Rock on Wednesdays, the way this cougar is hunting them down, just going forward into the bush. But indeed, how all my Croc Rock Wednesdays end without the cougar going home with me. She goes down, and TTV continues to dominate this game.
That was top tier. I don't even know what to say to that. That is just wow. That is life encapsulated in a moment here in a game of League of Legends. The hopelessness and yet the desire to perform. It's not really coming true for the side.
Now Diana setting up for another triple kill here. She gets 1, now 2, and now 3. Thank you for going so in line with my casting phase, Zookeeper. You might have a quadra coming in here, and indeed she does not, as that seamstress cuts her wide open, getting the shutdown gold, and now getting taken down by this Lulu. Oh no, Gragas comes in with the smite steal, a nice flash, ultimate in, and this is going to be GG. You love the positive energy in the chat. GG's all around. You got some good luck in semifinals. I don't know how much analysis we're going to do on this game, but